Yeah, sure.
Okay. Okay, we're here at Occupy New Haven, and what is your name?
Skip.
And
Marcia.
Skip and Marcia, and what are you doing down here in Occupy New Haven?
We're trying to make sure our voice is heard over the corporate greed, and that greed leads to lobbyists down in Congress, and the middle class is disappearing very fast, and something needs to be done, and our voices need to be heard.
Okay, and I see you have a sign here, Skip. We are the 99%, and Wall Street scum, your time has come, help the needy, not the greedy. What does this sign mean to you? What are you trying to tell us?
Well, like one guy said to me, no, I'm the 1% because he saw my Teamster jacket, and we're not.
Oh, he was accusing you of
being a 1%, yeah, because
Okay.
I'm a Teamster, I'm union. 15%, only 15% of the employed in this country are union, and out of that, 7% is in private unions like the Teamsters. The other 8% are municipal. We don't have any jobs. Deregulation has not only ruined the banking industry, the airline industry, it's also ruined the transportation industry. But I'm really here because of the inequality, like with the disbursement of funds. We bail out Wall Street, but yet our children are told to get a good education, and they have the student loans that are just burying them. There's no jobs. They spend all this money for their education, and they just can't pay the money back.
And now they can't get rid of it bankruptcy either.
Yeah, exactly. That's the point. They don't have the same options that other people do on student loans. And the the Wall Streeters made sure that was their bankers made sure that was written into law on that.
We've met a lot of people here today that were at either Occupy DC or Occupy Wall Street. Is this your first occupation?
Well, we're activists to begin with.
Okay, so not your first
Oh,
protest?
yeah, no.
Oh, yeah,
We've matter of fact, my wife, myself, and a friend, Rini, we're the people that brought in Connecticut's state blighted building bill back when Governor O'Neill was Bill O'Neill was the governor.
We're kind of grassroots.
Yeah, we're grassroots, and we're responsible with some other people for Silver Sand State Park in Milford. We've always been doing things that help the community and other people.
Is your daughter staying down at Wall Street?
No, actually, she just came back and she's with the visitors here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's why I'm holding this.
Are you guys going to be staying here with the occupiers in the tent?
No, I don't.
You were 867.
I don't think so. Whatever. No.
No.
I want to.
She
My
will.
ball.
Yeah, I'm going to probably be setting up a tent later on this evening
Okay.
and staying at least until tomorrow, and then taking next weekend because I work all week.
Right, so it's hard.
But I'll come after work on Wednesday for the next GA.
So if there was one thing or one goal or one solution that you would like to get out of the occupation, what would that be? Or what would your message
I don't
like
think
to
there
be
is
to the
one
world?
solution. I think the whole goal is to make sure that, number one, Congress, and number two, the corporations understand that the silent majority is not going to be silent any longer, that we've had enough. And
A couple of years ago, the slogan of the Tea Party was silent majority no longer. Do you see any parallels?
absolutely not.
Okay,
No.
how come?
I got so angry when I heard that the occupiers were being called mobs, but yet the Tea Partiers were carrying guns and, saying that everybody should be able to carry a gun out in the open, and that was okay. We're peaceful, we're nonviolent, and we're just trying to better our children's future. We're not playing politics. And that's the big division between the Tea Party and us. We want Republicans, Independents, and Democrats to come together and say, this is the people. That's what our Declaration of Independence says.
Right.
We the people. Okay? And we have the right in that to, if we see the government is not acting in our safety or for our happiness, to overthrow it and get a new government. A lot of people need to go back and read the Declaration of Independence, because this country's future relies on it.
I see that you have a button here, Occupy Wall Street, we are the 99%, join us, economic justice. What does economic justice mean to you?
I think economic justice is giving everyone in this country a fair chance to get some type of a job. Daughter goes to college, comes out, has a degree, and there's no jobs. That's wrong. And she also incorporates a lot of student loans. So she's in debt before before she even starts it. My son is still paying off his loans. So let the poor people get some kind of a job. Let them get an education so they can build on that and get better jobs.
What do you think happened between your generation and your children's generation that when your generation left college, they were able to find jobs, and now your children's generation, manufacturing.
The middle class in this country was all blue-collar workers. And then the corporations decided that, oh, we can go to this country and pay them a bare minimum of, $1, $2, $3. Never mind a minimum wage that was like $4 or $5 if I can remember right. And start making stuff over there. And that's what happened. More and more did that, and now look at us. Here we are.
Do you put any blame on the government for the regulations that make the manufacturing more expensive to do here, or is the corporation solely responsible for moving the jobs over?
I think, the corporations are solely responsible, but I think the government and the corporations have to take a responsibility for regulating themselves. Okay? Deregulation is all right to a certain extent, but with deregulation, you've got the airlines, you've got the trucking industry, that all affected jobs in this country. So why should, like a trucking company, why should they turn around and pay Teamster wages, okay, can be anywhere from $15 to $30 an hour, when they can get someone who just knows how to drive, get CDL license, and pay him $7 to $10 an hour.
So it would be better to pay at the higher wage,
of course,
than at the lower wage.
Absolutely. And that's what China's been all about.
Well, they're paying because their wages are lower.
Yes, exactly. And there's a global game that most people are not aware of, and I don't even pretend to know all about it.
Yeah, it's complicated.
Yeah, exactly. And it's about, how the Chinese, I forget what it's called now, but that's, feeding the economy there, but it's also interfering with the U.S. dollar.
How do you stop the corporations from moving overseas? Do you prevent them from doing it, or how do you do it?
I don't want to prevent them from moving overseas, but I want to, if their headquarters is here and they're manufacturing their product overseas, then they should be paying a special tax, as far as I'm concerned.
Import tax?
Import tax, yeah, definitely. Because they're taking the jobs away from this country. So they should be forced to pay a certain tax to pay for that.
So if you get maybe a tax break is not the right word, but some sort of break for wholly manufacturing in the United States.
Yes, tax credit.
Tax credit for wholly manufacturing, or some sort of penalty for manufacturing overseas and importing into the United States.
And let's push made in America. It's so hard to go out and find made in the USA. And it can be done. And as I understand, there's a rumor going around, I don't know whether it's true or not, but Lowe's and Home Depot are going to go forth with stocking their shelves with nothing but things that are made in the United States. And I give them all the credit in the world. I will shop at any store that has that. Definitely. So there's a lot wrong. There's no quick solutions, but
it's a good start.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for your